morning, everybody. I am taking a morning walk. It is 7 a.m. currently, and I'm just trying to start my day off with a clear head. Exercise helps that, but also walking. It's a beautiful day out already, even though it's a little bit chilly. But as you see today, I'm going to kind of be taking you guys in a day in the life type situation of a wife and a student. And the thing is, to some people, it may not sound that involved. To some people, it may not be any different than how a student would go day to day or a wife would go day to day without that other component. But it's interesting, okay? It's very interesting. But I want you guys to see how that looks. I'm just going to command the day. I'm going to make sure that I don't let this day pass me by. And it's crazy because sometimes I feel like there is not enough hours in the day. There is. I just have to make sure I manage my time a little bit better and make sure that I'm not wasting the day away, not being lazy, not choosing to do things that are not productive, things of that nature. I'll see you guys back at the house. But I have a question. Would you consider, like, you know how people say self-care, take care of yourself, all that kind of stuff. Would you consider a shower to be a self-care moment? Okay, and then I have to nerve to make a whole mess with my tea. But anyway, here is to a great, blessed, and prosperous day. I need to stop before I spill it. All right, so I just arrived to the parking garage at the Cheesecake Factory, picking up our lunch. Then I'm gonna stop at Wawa. Then I gotta go to the grocery store so I can get the vegetables for dinner. Then I also have to go to the hair store because I need some oil for myself. But so far it's a good day. I'm glad that I was able to get out and walk because it like set the tone for the day. It feels so great outside. And yeah, and then tonight though, I want to surprise Mark with something. I just don't know what yet because he is finishing up his 24-page paper and he's a presentation in his class at 4:30 today. Is a 6-hour class. It's over at 10 o'clock. So I don't know if they're going to get out early, but I'm going to try to do something special for him. Dinner's going to be nice for him. And just, you know, I just love taking care of him. I'm excited about doing so. Oh, I think this is mine. Oh, that's not me. Yeah. You think they're walking up to the car? Because I got curbside. I am starving. I already called. They said they're going to come out. I have to pay also, though, but Rayshot Ramsey? Online. Thank you. My honey is working so hard on his paper. He is not excited about writing 24 pages, but he's doing a really good job. So I told them I have a surprise for you when I come back.
You have a surprise for me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
Good. I needed a break from this.
Yeah. Take a break and read something. So I meant to say this earlier. One feeling or like emotion that I have surrounding like, you know, the current state of, you know, us both being in school is that I feel guilty a lot of the times because sometimes there will be times where like Mark will be like, Michelle, what are we having for lunch? What are we having for dinner? Or like, are you cooking breakfast? And like food can be like the furthest thing from my mind. And for me, it's kind of like, well, I didn't plan on eating. So sometimes I forget that like, he's probably going to be hungry too. Like obviously there's 2 of us in the house, not 1. So I think that a part of, you know, even just being like a working wife or a working mom too, you have to always remember and consider the other person. And sometimes I don't want to say I have a hard time doing that, but I tend to be very forgetful that like I'm not the only one who needs to eat. I'm not the only one, you know, who needs a break. It's not just me. But Mark does a really good job at not making me feel guilty. So like Mark's like, what's for lunch, Jill? I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't gotten that far yet. or like the food will still be in the freezer, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's not thawed out yet. So he'll be like, it's okay, and then he'll go find himself something, you know, and make up for it. But he's always so understanding, and I really appreciate that about him. So yeah, that's a difficulty, but I'm glad that in my guilt, my husband doesn't hold me, like he doesn't charge it to my heart, you know, he charges it to my head, and I appreciate that. So I think when you're a working wife, or someone who's in school, I definitely think it's important for your spouse to be just as supportive of your journey and of things that you're going through in life, because that makes things 10 times better, and it takes off some of the stress that you have surrounding school, surrounding work, surrounding motherhood, you know. So that's important. And if you don't feel like that's happening for you, talk to your spouse. Matter of fact, no. Yes, talk to your spouse, but also tell God about how you're feeling. I've done so much better with like being honest with God and oh my gosh, the window's down. I'm sorry. I'm 100% better with telling God my emotions and how I'm feeling. So if I'm feeling angry or overwhelmed or guilty, instead of saying like, God, help my anger, help my overwhelmness, help. No, I'm saying, God, I'm overwhelmed, I'm stressed out, and I need help. No, but I be telling him how I feel, and then that makes the difference when it comes time for those things being turned around. Like, it makes the biggest difference. Now I'm going to the hair store. I have to get some oil for my scalp because my scalp is dry and itchy and I'm running out of oil. And I have to go to the grocery store now. I went and dropped off Mark's lunch because I know he was probably hungry. I didn't want to run all these errands when I had his food. But he's doing a good job. I'm proud of him. Back home, I'm upset because I got to the grocery store, realized I did not have the right card. So there's that. What I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up my homework on the kitchen table because Mark's really working hard to get his work done. I don't want to distract him. So the kitchen table it is. I'm getting ready to bang out some motor behavior studying for my exam that I have coming up. I have to also do some chemistry homework. I have 2 quizzes that I have to complete for chemistry. And then I have midterm. I have a mini assessment for midterm. And then that'll be done for schoolwork, but I'll get right back into doing stuff for the house. An 87 on my first quiz, and I got a 91 on my second quiz. So like I'm doing the thing. Something that directly affects my husband is how well I do in school. And so this is what I mean by that. So if my husband knows that like it's my goal to get an A in a certain class or whatever, and I'm not applying myself, it affects him because if I don't get the grade I want, he's gonna have to hear me complain about how I didn't get what I want and how I'm happy. So in that wise, he always pushes me and motivates me to do good and do what I'm supposed to do and stay on track, and he holds me accountable so that way I'm happy, he's happy, and he doesn't have to hear my emotional woman self. When it comes to working in school, make sure that you hit your goals. And if your husband or significant other is trying to encourage you, let them, because that means that they actually care about you and they actually want you to succeed and they want you to hit your goals as much as they want to see you hit your goals as much as you want to hit your goals. So that's important also. But I'm almost done here. I'm just finishing up the flyer for Passover so that we can get that out on social media and spread the word. Spread the word. That's how you know I'm bored. Oh, when I'm working, I love to have a candle lit every time I'm working because it kind of just like sets the mood and makes things more calm. I have the windows open because it's a beautiful day. Like and then having a clean house on top of it, like I make sure my house is clean so that my mind can be clear. And like when things are cluttered, as if I feel like it like makes me cluster brained and like it just makes me like all over the place. But windows up, candles lit, clear mind, and then I'm just so much more calm. That's how it is. I'm getting ready to cook dinner. Change of plans. I'm not making a whole chicken anymore. I'm making a surprise dinner for Mark since he's a hard worker. And I'm not going to tell you what it is until you see it. So I don't think I'm going to film me cooking because I kind of want to get in the zone and, you know, allow my creation to come to life. But you guys are definitely going to see the end result of my dinner. I will give you a hint though. There's a vegetable involved. That probably wasn't much of a hint anyway. But I went out and got some of Mark's favorites. So he does like sparkling cider. So I got him a white grape sparkling cider. And he also loves Minute Maid tropical punch. So I got that for him too. And I'm only allowing him to eat these bad foods because he was stressed out with his assignment and stuff. But being that today's his last day, I guess I can spoil him a little bit. Just a little bit. But to dinner making I go. Oh, wait. Y'all see my dinner making lay? See, I had to change to make dinner, okay? And I had to use Mark's shirt, and he hates that I do that, but he always forgives me, so. I get what I want. All right, so dinner's done. I'm ready to sit down and eat with my husband, but he's still presenting, so I want to show you guys what I made. I mean, what man doesn't like a good steak and potato and asparagus? And I got some herb butter on the top, but because the steak cooled down a little bit, like, it's kind of not nothing, but it's okay. And I got our cider, our water. This is my little plate here, and then I have our bread. But that's it. I'm going to end it here. I have to study my word after this, so I'm going to eat, wind down, and I will catch you guys next video. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share with all your friends, blah, 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 all that and more. But all right, I'll see you guys next video.